Good afternoon, magic players and god collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the 5th episode of New Set versus Old Set. Right now, the old set is up 3-2 in this competition. I know there's a lot of people who probably disagree with how this has been scored so far. As I said in one of the earlier videos, I make all these in advance, and then I post them periodically just to try and make sure that you guys have something to watch. Because a lot of times I can't afford to get stuff, and so it just seemed more sensible this way. In the future, I might try to do just buying the 2 packs per week, and then you'll get the 1 video each week, but we'll see how that goes. Depends on how much I make and whether I can find a second job. Anyway, we're going to open these 2, and we're going to see how it goes, but I'm really hoping to see this thing go down to the wire. If Strixhaven gets it today, technically Strixhaven wins. If it's a tie today, then Foundation still has a chance to try and win one more and force a tiebreaker. That said, I am just revealing my bias, but the packs will decide the fate themselves, and it's based purely on what the best cards are and how playable the cards are in the pack. So let's get down to it. What in the world is this one? Magical minigame. Careful study. Interesting. Ooh, that's a nice artwork. Okay. How many freaking mountains have I pulled? I think most of the lands have been mountains today. That is crazy. It's like a sign. Elemental Summoning. Create a 4/4 blue-red elemental creature token. For 5, I think we had that before and we said it was a no, and I'm going to stick to it being a no. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. That's pretty cool. Let's go to the top. Rise of Extus. Exile target creature. Exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard, and then you get to learn. But it costs 6. I'm gonna say no. Strixhaven's not looking good so far. Minotaur Shaman. When it attacks, you may put an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. If you do, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play with. I'm going to middle that one. Lorehold Excavation. At the beginning of your end step, mill a card. If a land was milled this way, you gain 1 life. Otherwise, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then you can pay 5, exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a 3/2 red-white spirit token. I'm going to middle that. Ooh, I do love elephants. Spirits you control get +1/+. Oh, whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 3/2 red-white spirit token. That could be the commander of this red-white deck that I seem to be being forced into making by Strixhaven. I'm going to top that one. Another red-white card. Seriously, it's getting kind of ridiculous. Return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target enchantment card, up to 1 target instant card, up to 1 target sorcery card, and up to 1 target planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Then exile this card. That's amazing. Lorehold Apprentice. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell until the end of the turn, spirit creatures you control gain. Tap this creature, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Finally! No offense, but seriously, that was weird. Augmenter Pugilist. Has trample as long as you control 8 or more lands, it gets +5/+5. So it basically becomes an 8/8, and it only costs 3. Or you can pay 5 and you get a sorcery, Echoing Equation. Choose target creature you control, exile other creature Each other creature you control becomes a copy of it until the end of turn, except those creatures aren't legendary if the chosen creatures. Shit! That is amazing. Why does Strixhaven always put the best stuff at the end? Claim the Firstborn is another really good one. We've had that already. And, ooh, Snakeskin Veil. A nice artwork on it, too. Oh, I hope you guys have been seeing all those. Anyways, artwork on the Snakeskin Veil is really good. Put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control, gains hexproof until end of turn. Alright, Strixhaven came on at the end, as per usual. And it definitely put out, like, a bunch of really interesting cards. I really like the Legendary. Oh, my legs are getting sore for sitting cross-legged. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Alright, Foundations. It is all up to you. I will still make the 6th video just to see how the final score turns out, but you are the hope of the new set. Can you pull this off? We got a treasure token on the back, which is also a food. We start with Light Shell Duo. Prowess, when this creature enters Surveil 2. That's not bad. It's not terrible, it's not bad. During your turn, this creature has first strike. During your turn, creatures you control have with +1/+1 counters on them have first strike. Nice. That's going to the top. Courageous Goblin. Whenever this creature attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, this creature gets +1/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. That's pretty good. Rotting Blight Priest. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Holy crap. Ambush Wolf. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Cost 3, it has flash. That's pretty good. I'm in the middle of that one, though. Quick Draw Katana. During your turn, equipped creature gets